Yo, yo, pause him up. Everybody's seeing the new YouTube. We don't even have that many YouTube followers, and I have so much. The chat box. What is this? Maybe I need to, maybe this needs to go up here. Can't see my chat box now. I don't know what's going on with it. Oh well. But yeah, special thanks to Tampa, who created all my new graphics. They look fantastic. I got a new stinger animation. I got a new background that's a little bit more mild, so that it doesn't freak people out to see it. But yeah, overall, I'm very excited about it. I was very excited to come on here. But yo, it's Tusk Talk Fridays. Did you know that? Top Gun?
Oh, I'm very aware.
Did you guys know that in the audience? It is
I had my
Friday.
alarm set because I needed a nap.
Yeah, so I just got off a 2-hour conversation with AJ from EMP and EAM Crypto and Yabanks and Crypto Aaron from Bob Money. A bit of a drama-infused thing if you guys got to catch it. But yeah, so we are live now. You guys had me for an hour for anything you want to talk about. Hopefully you have some questions. Plenty to talk about, honestly. I can reveal a little bit more information about the flow of Glacier. We're going to talk about X Walrus and how amazing it's doing. Some people not understanding that supply lock doesn't mean price appreciation. Dylan, can you turn Walter down?
Sure can. There you go. A little bit better.
Yeah. I just didn't want to talk over a bunch of people. Also, on a personal level, I just received my Guitar Hero controller that I've been waiting for quite some time.
Oh, it's in?
It's in, and so is my
All right.
30,000 milliamp battery. Check this thing out. Look how big this thing is. Jesus.
Oh. Shit.
This thing's going to be packing, son. Avery already making some jokes about it. But yeah, so plenty to talk about today. I don't know that we'll make it the full hour because there's not quite enough for that unless everybody's got some great questions, which I hope for. Should we give away an NFT today? Yeah, we can. We'll do it.
I don't see why not.
We'll do it for the best question in AMA chat for everybody that's still supporting. A little bit lighter on attendance today. I wonder what's going on with that.
Well, it's Friday.
Walrus drops 3 cents, and everybody said, "Well, forget this protocol. Let's get out of here." No, I'm kidding. Also, Walrus English Club and what we're doing with these OTCs, what we're trying to do, and how successful it is at actually doing that. So yeah, hope everybody's excited. Buckle up. And also, if you haven't, I need to add it to our socials. Check out our Walrus podcast, Walrus Radio podcast. I think we're putting out extremely good content there. And if you want DeFi news and you don't want to look around for it, and you love hearing my voice this much, go check it out. I actually wasn't on the last episode, but I was on today's macro show. We talk about everything. We talk about the major market, and then we also talk about DeFi market. So if you want to get some news and also hear some opinions by me and other guests that we have on the show, give it a listen. It's doing really well. We have our first sponsorship, and I'm happy to do that. I like that medium.
Got the second one locked up as well.
Yep, we have our second one locked up. So, yeah, my life's been a little bit busy on the personal front this week, so I've been kind of in and out, but we're still moving forward. So let's talk about Walrus English Club. Let's start there. So Walrus English Club, we start offering OTCs. Of course, Monday, which is 3 days from today, we are doing 5 Hydro Well NFT giveaway, which they're all worth about 1.2 ETH each. So they're pretty big. It's a pretty big giveaway. What is that? That's 6 ETH? Yeah, it's 6 ETH. 6 ETH is what? What's the current price of ETH?
It was 1,600-ish. I'm sure it's come down a little bit.
We're giving away $9,600. Like, who else is doing this with that much little of traction? Like, we're giving away fucking stupid money, man. Just because I want everybody that still supports me to be handsomely rewarded. So yes, we are having a giveaway. If you own 10 NFTs by any means, if you own them in your wallet, right, you get a ticket. I will collect all of those tickets. So if you own 20, you own 2 tickets. I will collect all those tickets and we will go live in Habitat Chat on Monday, and I will do the wheel spin with the cool spin sounds, and we will select 5 users to win one Hydro Wheel NFT each. So what we started doing was allowing OTC, and we've done it in a tiered approach of 5%, 10%, and 20% off. And so what you guys need to realize while we're doing this, first off, is that we're trying to secure 20 ASIC miners, the KA3s. We, of course, already have 11. We're trying to purchase the other 9 before Phase 1 ends, because that puts us in a very good spot for being 28% better than the competition. And so that's really what we're gearing for, is to have the best product for you all and the best product on the market, so that when we launch Phase 2, we can keep offering that 28% better margins for profits. And so that's realistically why I opened it, because half of it doesn't have to go to Walrus Share. And I still think that we will see a large amount of price appreciation from Walrus Share and accumulation of Walrus Share over the course of the mints, because not everybody can mint 10. The risk is there if you want to, but yeah, that is really what we're doing with it, and that's why we're offering the OTCs in case anybody has some questions about it. But yeah, I think it's going really well. We've seen a shit ton of mints over the last 5 days. We're at almost 1,500, which there is someone that's interested in doing another 100 on an OTC deal. So that will put us over 15. So we're well over the halfway mark of Phase 1 in a little over a month. I think we're doing fantastic, quite honestly. The angler clubs that have been revealed look amazing. There's so many traits. It's like new ones pop up all the time. It's been pretty exciting. I'm still waiting for a Yeti or a zombie, but just letting you know, between the two, there's only 300 total Yeti zombies. There's 300 total, okay? So there's 10,000 mints. You guys could do the quick math on that. I don't know what that is, 0.3% of getting one of those. And yeah, so that's why you haven't seen very many of them. But know that they are out there. They're just, it's just going to take some time to mint them out, I guess. Let's see. All right, what else? We got any questions? Probably not yet, maybe. Maybe keep going.
I've got a few, but yeah, I'd say keep going.
Okay. So what's next? Let's talk about X Walrus, Walrus, and the Frozen Walrus ecosystem. So we have almost 54 of the total supply in X Walrus, and that means that we have 218,000 Walrus burned forever. So I see a lot of people talking about, oh my God, why is there still sales if Walrus's supply is so locked up? Isn't it supposed to make Walrus's supply go up, or Walrus's price go up? Well, I'm here to tell you that's not how it works. What we are doing, right, and I've been saying this since the beginning, so hopefully this gets out to more users, is what we're doing is we're causing a supply shock, and that happens over time from the increasing price of X Walrus mints and also the demand of Walrus going back up. But what we are doing is bottlenecking the supply so that when demand reaches a certain point, and by math, it has to eventually, as long as there is at least $1 of buying of Walrus, by math, technically, if we had 99% locked up of Walrus, then that means the majority of Walrus is locked up. There's only 1% that can be traded, right? So that's what we're doing. But just because we're at 54% does not mean there's not people out here swing trading it. There's not going to be people taking profits, because you have to realize Walrus is still being trickled out of the Walrus Share USDC contract. We can't make all of those people compound, but it is awesome to see it, and it is happening. So it takes more time, but even if people are selling Walrus, there's auto compounders buying back Walrus, burning Walrus. There's the X Walrus prize pool that's pulling in more Walrus. There's a ton of features that are making an enclosed ecosystem that will eventually cause a positive feedback loop, and you could see that number going up every single day. It will eventually get to a point where there is just nowhere else for it to go, right? But we're not there yet, so everybody buckle in. I cannot promise price appreciation, but I can promise supply going up and being locked. So
Waifu Hunter said a good dev would have had 55% locked up by now.
There's only one thing. There's only one thing I can say to that. Oof.
Oof.
Oof. The man says oof every day. Oof. Imagine waking up every day and that's your first thought. Oof,
Oof.
oof. Like everything you do, you don't look for any positives. You just go into chats and you say oof.
Oof.
Just
The
mess
Oof Master.
the Oof Master 5000. Yes, the Wrong Lever says, is there going to be a teaser as to what the launch farms will be? I just saw that from the side of my eye. Yeah, we'll start teasing out what you could see here soon.
Is the plan to have the X Walrus plan come alive on Glacier?
The X Walrus plan is already in motion. If Glacier was not there, eventually, if the supply kept getting locked up, it would come to a point where it doesn't matter the demand level, the supply level would reach it. So there's supply going down and demand, even if it stays steady or goes down, they will eventually meet somewhere, right? They have to. It's just math. Now, I can't promise it's going to happen in a month, 2 months, 3 months. I'm just saying without Glacier. But what we hope for Glacier is, one, we can put a 1% burn fee on it, on Walrus trades, and also the demand of being able to use it for Glacier emissions. And those two things, plus the bottlenecking supply that we've already seen with the 50%, we plan on some price appreciation from that.
We've got, let's see here, King 2022 Smart Finance. I bought 10 NFTs today and don't really know anything. How did these NFTs earn?
That is why you picked a good product, because you don't have to do anything. We'll just send it to you if you have it in your wallet, so don't stress.
He's a bold man and I appreciate it about him.
What else we got? Is that it for right now?
Is that, do you got any more?
So yeah, I just wanted to talk about the price appreciation specifically on Walrus and why people are. It's not like, don't get discouraged on prices. Like right now, we're not in a price game. You're not in Walrus to get price appreciation instantly, or you shouldn't be, because I can't promise that. I can't do anything to drive demand right now. I don't have the budget to do it. So we can't do that right now. What I can do is keep trying to lock up the supply and still able to allow users that engage in the platform to earn off of that, off that mechanic, and that's what we're doing right now. So just give it some time. Let's see how it plays out. It's all an experiment, but 53 of the supplies is nothing to scoff at. That's insane. I'm very happy.
I'd say it's 54
that.
now, 53.94. I think we can call it 54.
Yeah. So Glacier, we are, and hopefully he doesn't mind me speaking about this, but we do have, Mark from the people that made X Walrus, the minting of Walrus Anglers Club NFT. We are pretty close to bringing him on board, and he has about 18 devs behind him. Now, it doesn't mean we're going to be able to use them, but we can dip into them at any time with Glacier. He will be the lead dev of the team. And he'll be able to produce all of the contracts. And the goal really here for Glacier is to build it as big and the best that we can, so that we can compete with the best of what's on Avalanche chain. And that's what we're trying to do. And so that's one of the ways that we're doing it, is making sure our team is staffed appropriately. And then also, I saw someone mention, are we still on track for Dex by November? I don't know how many times I can repeat this. I have no release date in mind, because I am building it as big as I can, and I will continue to do that and share progress along the way. And I'm sorry if you expect it in November, December, whatever it is. I plan on some things internally, but I will not state those out publicly until I have hard dates. And I think that's the best way to do it. I'm not trying to hype up expectations or drop demand into our tokens when there's nothing ready to meet that demand. I think it's the safest way for me to engage with this. So just keeping that out there. But Glacier, the pools, we have like a lot of list of pools that we want to launch with. Yes, I know about the Equinox issue. It's not going to be an issue for us, especially if we go with the Beats fork. It does not use the same mechanics that was messed up in the Equinox ones, so your fund should be fine. We're going to be doing a huge audit for the entirety of the contracts before we launch. We're going to be doing a huge marketing campaign before we launch. This is what all the VC funding is going towards. And yeah, so if you are wanting to be a VC funder, I do have some of the information available to provide to you all. We're still in the early stages. The main thing I'm trying to do right now is trying to get Glacier LLC'd. But being a DEX, it's difficult in the U.S., and I'm making sure that I'm doing everything as lawfully as I can. There's so many gray areas, of course, in this, and I'm so exposed. I have to do everything. And that's what I was telling Dylan the other day is, I'm moving this like a business. I'm moving things in pieces like a business because a DEX is a business. It's a big business, and I'm not going to take that for granted, and I'm also not going to underestimate it. I'm making moves as comfortably as I can, but I am not going to rush the process to meet the demands of 15 people that think we need the DEX for some reason. I'm just not. I'm putting a lot of risk on the table by me being publicly doxxed and also running a DEX. By no means will I be doing this willy-nilly and off the cuff. I have to do it in a way that protects me and my family. So please understand that. But yeah, I am really excited about the DEX. I think it's going to be gargantuan. It may not start that way, but with what we have in place and the people that I have and I'm in contact with, I do feel very comfortable with the DEX being able to provide a great service on Avalanche. And I think a lot of people are going to be using it, and hopefully we can become a brand name on AVAX. That's the ultimate goal, right? They need to, and then because of that success, Walrus gets success from it. And there's a ton of fees and swaps and a ton of mechanics at play on Glacier. I think it's going to be really fun. I'm excited for the launch, man. What else we got?
Questions.
Yes, X-Toy. Still hoping for December start on the mining. Yep, as soon as we get our miners, they'll be locked and loaded and ready to start earning. And then we'll start building out a dashboard. My God, my kids just scream like crazy.
I just heard them. All right. Question number 1, Rad Dad. Will we buy or start any other miners prior to the shipment of KA3s in December? Is there a backup plan if for some reason the KA3s get delayed or become unavailable?
Hold on. You're going to have to ask that again. I have to send some money to my fiance. I really hate doing other things when I'm on this. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second here. Real life stuff does happen sometimes. Apologize. Dead air for a second.
I know how to fix that.
All right, it's done.
I just turned it up. Alright, let's see here. Where's that bot at? Shit.
All right, what was the question that you just asked me? Sorry.
The question is, will we buy or start any other miners prior to the shipment of the KA3s in December? Is there a backup plan if for some reason the KA3s get delayed or become unavailable?
No. Hold on. I gotta go see if everything's okay upstairs. I'm sorry, guys. Just give me 1 second. Dylan, turn
I heard the
music back up.
kids. Yeah, I heard the kids screaming, so you better go check on that. Let's see if any of these questions I can answer. Will the Glacier site fees and revenue feed back into the Frozen Walrus treasury? Or is that separate? Good question. Who in the DeFi space have you not met that you would like to meet? What is it like working with your brother? Well, from my point of view, it's fantastic working with Austin. Me and him, we're not very far apart in age. We're only a year and a half apart. So we always butted heads real bad growing up. We actually didn't like each other a whole lot, but the older we got and him with his kids and everything, we just gradually became closer as families do when they get bigger. There's nobody else I would rather work for, and the reason I'm not going back to work is because he's the only boss I've ever been able to tolerate.
All right. I'm back. Sorry about that. Everything's all right.
Everything good?
Yeah. Everything's
Okay.
good. Just making sure. All right. So ask me that question one more time, and I'll give you an answer this time. No cap.
No cap, for real, for real.
For real, for real.
All right. Will we buy or start any other miners prior to the shipment of KA3s in December? Is there a backup plan if for some reason the KA3s get delayed or become unavailable?
And we can discuss it then, but we have to assume it's kind of what our business model is based around. We'll just have to take the hit if they are extended, because if they're extended for us, they're extended for everybody else too. So nobody will be producing KA3 mining if we aren't. So I'm pretty confident, but everything moves pretty fast in this space. Currently, we do not have a backup plan, full transparency, because I don't think we need it. We're trying to order more, so.
Will the Glacier site fees and revenue feed back into the Frozen Walrus treasury, or is that separate?
Yeah, we're going to be keeping up to 500 of the mints ourselves in Frozen Walrus treasury, and that's up to. But if we think that we need the, like 250 more for minting from the users from like phase 4 or something, then of course we're not going to do that. We're going to make sure that we get all of the KA3s that we need. But realistically, the treasury should own 250 to 500, and we'll be earning Cadena rewards off of those. That is our revenue from that. And then also, we are going to have revenue coming in from Glacier to some extent. I don't know how yet. I don't know how we're going to model it, but that will be another revenue service. And all of those things will be used in the transitioning of how Frozen Walrus works as a core. Obviously we have these 3 tokens. What can we do with them so that we can give you all real yield based on our returns from the mining rewards and from the decks and its success, and how can we make Frozen Walrus assets lucrative regardless of the Centaur's model.
And Glacier site fees, are they going, the revenue for that, are they going back into the Frozen Walrus treasury, or is this going to be separate?
So you'll see I think the fee breakdown's already there to the most extent on the light paper that we've wrote, but there is some of those fees go back to a dev wallet for Runway for our devs. Some of those fees go back to LP providers, and then some of the fees go back to burning Glacier, buying Glacier. It's extremely complex with how how each fee works, and it's dependent on the pool itself. So it's a very ambiguous question. So
who in the DeFi space have you not met yet that you would like to meet, and what is it like working with your brother?
It's a good question. Let's see, who's somebody that I want to meet that I haven't yet? I've really met a lot of the big ones, haven't I? I have to think for a second, because really I've met most of them. I don't know. I can't think of any big ones. Honestly, I would like to meet Harry Ye just to be like, hey, what's up, man? Hey, how's it feel?
Nobody on the Ava team?
I don't know any big guys on the AVAX team, like the actual core team. Of course, there's plenty of people that I want to meet, but nobody with like the same status as like the people I've already met. There's no like white whale of people I want to meet. And honestly, by the amount of networking I've done thus far, there's probably ways that I could speak with them at this point. So if I haven't, there's just not a reason for me to have spoken with them yet.
And what is it like working with your brother?
It's to the point now that I won't let him go back to work. I enjoy it. He knows me well, so I'm able to speak about my daily life with somebody. Obviously, my fiance's put out with Crypto Talk, so we're able to discuss things, and we have a good relationship. We didn't always, but of course we've grown up now, and he gets to see my kids, and we live 5 minutes from each other. I think it's a great relationship. I love it. It's pretty nice.
I'm not going back to work. All right. Our resident moderating bot, R2FW2, touch a bit on the idea of OTC minting and the benefits of OTC versus regular mints. What are the benefits for more USDCE?
Yeah, right now we are budgeting that we think if 30% of the mints come from OTCs, we'll be able to afford 9 more KA3s by phase 1 mint end. And that, of course, ends up being more hash power than we had previously thought or advertised. So you all as users that hold the mining NFTs are going to get 28% better profits with the 9. So we'll be able to, we already right now, where are we at with it? I think we have another 30K, 40K that we owe for the rest of the 11K A3s because we put a 60% down payment on it. And right now, let me see where we're currently at with our funds. I think we easily have that. Obviously, we've paid off those, so that's not a concern. So yeah, we have 46. We have 50. We have 56K right now in the wallet, which is awesome. Well, 57K. And then, of course, 30K buying off to that. So we have about 20K left to put towards the 9K A3s we're trying to purchase. And, of course, we still have another 2,000 or 1,000 mints to go. So even with just that, if we did almost no more OTCs, we would still almost be able to afford those 9. So we just need a little bit more OTC, and then we'll be able to afford it. So that's kind of why I went hard for it. Brando, I haven't released the information on the pools for Glacier for a reason. There's a couple things that haven't been announced. Some integral parts of our pools are going to require another announcement from another side or another team before we release what we're doing there.
All right. Final question I've got right now is from Tampa. What is the current progress on Glacier? We kind of
I just
touched on that.
But yeah, let's speak about it a little bit more intimately. Jumpman's been working pretty hard on the front end aspect and getting familiar with the front end so that we can produce whatever we want. But I also, I have other people available for front end if we have more struggles. But I don't foresee that we're gonna need it. Just knowing that we can expand that way if we want to. For contract side, of course, we have DeFi Mark if he so chooses to accept, which I think he is. He's very interested in it. And then that will be for all of our contracts. We'll have Jimmy being able to assist with that. We have Avery doing whatever the fuck Avery does. We have Top Gun working with community. And honestly, it comes to a point now where I think we may need to make a new Discord for Glacier. I was going to discuss this on this podcast, this AMA, is that I think that I'm going to be making a new Discord for Glacier, and I think that the reason is because it's going to get too convoluted to try and keep it to Frozen Walrus Discord. So I really want to be able to expand on Glacier and make it as big as possible, and I don't think we can do that and host it in our same Discord as Frozen Walrus. Nothing else changes. I'll still be doing Friday Ask Me Anythings here. No time management needed, but I think we do need a separate Discord to clean it up and make it more engaging for people that aren't familiar with Frozen Walrus. We can't force that upon people. It has to be found. So I think the best course of action is to make a new Discord.
Realistically, might be better for Walrus as well because, like you said, we're not going to do a... Avery said he's going to make a Glacier Discord now and sell it to you. Because we'll be advertising every Tusk Talk, no matter where we are, if it's in Glacier or whatever. Yes, we already have the Twitter, Avery. Sorry.
Yeah, and if I can make Glacier Discord big, then and advertise that, hey, I'll be live on Tusk Talk Fridays, that's just more exposure, and it allows me to, like someone said in the chat, streamline everything a little bit. And make Glacier its own product and standalone, which realistically a deck should be. It should not be an accessory to a Tomb Fork, but rather the Tomb Fork an accessory to the decks, right? So that's how I see it. So I'll probably be making a new Discord in the coming days. Of course, you all will get first dibs and getting in there and getting excited and filling up the chats. But yeah, I want to be able to market it with a different Discord and do things like that and make it separate so that we can grow as big as we can. Of course, it'll be the same mod team. By the way, mods, don't feel like you're going to get left out or I'm getting a new team. You guys are the only people I really trust. So, of course, you're going to be coming over there as well and busting your ass to help me out on that end.
What made you choose the AVAX network with all the new chains popping up and have any drawn in yet? Any other ones?
New chains are becoming as fluent as new tokens at this point. I'll tell you what's not, though, is a team like AVAX, the scalability of AVAX, the transactions per second of AVAX, the subnets that AVAX offers, the upward trajectory of GameFi that AVAX offers. I'm bullish on AVAX, and I don't care about the low volume right now. I don't care that it doesn't compare to BSC. I do think AVAX is a big player, and I think they'll continue to make moves. And I think it's one of the best decentralized, truly decentralized chains. If you want your funds getting locked up every once in a while, keep them on BSC. And I have no problem with BSC. It's an amazing network, but it is centralized. And if I'm trying to build a decentralized exchange, I think it needs to be on a decentralized chain. So that's my thoughts.
Is there a way to move Walrus Anglers Club NFTs to a different wallet?
Yeah, you can transfer them through NF Trade.
We don't have any AVAX emojis in here. I'll fix that tonight. I've been adding too many anime ones. I'm going to have to level it out with some
True.
beneficial emojis.
What else we got, guys? Yabonk says so much more chill over here. Yeah, it got a little dicey over there, didn't it? Yabonks. You see how I navigate through that conversation though? Like a fucking, I don't know what you'd call it. I'm an expert mediator, Yabonks.
Looks like I missed out on a good one. I needed a nap really bad. I shouldn't have napped. Beta Aaron Crybaby. Who's Aaron?
That is the guy from Bomb Money. And he was not happy with Brando's communication style, to say the least.
Oh, Brando got on there?
He didn't
No
get
wonder.
on there. He was getting at Aaron pretty hard because, it's Brando.
He likes his EMP. Was he insulting AJ?
No, he wasn't. He was, of course,
That's good.
shilling and then screaming that Walrus was dead, like always.
I can ban him. I'm
Who?
hovering over it right now.
Who? Brando?
Yeah.
It's a non-event. Ban or
That's
not
true.
ban.
Yeah. It's not worth that.
Invest or not invest. Yeah, it makes
Don't
no
ban me,
difference.
bro.
It doesn't make any difference to me. Brando is who he is.
Avery, can you actually ban me?
Probably so.
If you can, I'm gonna need to be on the Elon Tusk team. I don't like that. Except want to find out. All right. Do we have any questions related to Glacier, the Anglers Club, any of the Frozen Walrus assets?
Yeah, boys and girls.
Hey, you said you got the controller, right?
Yeah,
I'm right
I got
over there.
I got the controller. So I'm gonna be doing that later tonight and enjoying some time off. But yeah, guys, honestly, we're not B&B chain. I don't have the team like AJ, and I get that they sold one. They do an excellent job at marketing. They did 1.5 million in NFT sales, and they're excellent for that. I wish I could do that on AVAX, but I just can't. And I also don't have the team size that they do, and they're very made men, and I have to do things in a different bootstrapped approach. All I have is my honesty and integrity, and that's carried me this far, and I'll continue to do that. And regardless if we're popular, not popular, have whales, don't have whales, I'll still be building. It makes no difference to me.
No whales, but plenty of whale fucking fair.
Yeah.
Will Lottery Bot have more gas next week from Tampa?
Yes, Tampa, I think it will.
I'm ready to play Guitar Hero. You guys have any more questions?
I think the best question that we had was the person that asked about working with my brother and the person I want to meet. How's it going?
Rad Dad.
My dad's always winning.
My dad's got some good questions, man. Him, not so savvy.
You as well, Brando. And let me give it my spiel. I won't keep you guys too long. I got family coming over anyway, and just be positive, and even if the markets are looking good or bad or whatever, indifference, take some time off, and don't let crypto be your personality. A lot of people, I think they're calling them crypto bros now. They make their entire life about trading crypto and how successful it is.
Well, technically, we are crypto bros.
Truly, we are, but
Brothers in
it
crypto.
can't be your personality. And take some time off, and don't do this shit full time all day every day. It's exhausting. Trust me, I know. I do it. If you trust where your money's at, you don't have to worry about it as much.
Looks like Brando's drying up with me. Said he's a week sober. Congratulations, man.
My God, the withdrawal.
You drank a little bit more than I did, so I know that's not easy. It's boring as all fuck, but it makes me. I feel a lot better. I'm
Been
like,
doing it, what, 4 years now? 4 years?
yeah. No, I think you're 5 years.
I think it's
Fuck,
4.
I don't know.
It's 4. Yeah, it gets boring there at first, but then you just kind of get used to it. I'm pretty sure you were doing that before, Brando, except you were making dumb trades along the way.
Crazy, the bot sobered him up.
Yeah, you box me either. I can't wait till we start earning on the NFTs. I think the intrinsic value of these NFTs will go ballistic once they see what they're earning. Congrats, Ethic. D-Money, I will answer that. Yes, I do. I do think it'll be done by the end of the year. Thank you guys so much for coming in, tuning in, watching the YouTube, watching the Discord, being involved, and chatting it all. It means the world to me. So thank you all. I will, King. I'm glad you got to show up and hear it, and now that you know that your investment's even safer, that you've heard us. But thank you guys. I appreciate your time, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. And we'll talk next Friday. Enjoy, guys.
Night, guys. Oh, I just updated the previous AMA's channel.
All right. Good night, guys.